What's up guys, my name is Jay and I have a head mount and I finally got my GoPro and I finally got the Unleashed Stage 3 kit for the Retaliator from Orange Modworks and I could not be more excited. I'm just going to open it up real quick and just give you a little look at what it looks like on the inside before I install it. Basically, because I pre-ordered this and it took forever, Orange Modworks decided to throw in a little bit extra. They've got a 7 kilogram Retaliator Rampage spring, so I'm going to be throwing that in as well because more power, you know. So this comes with two basic parts. It comes with the barrel and the barrel base and the receiving end of the breech, and it comes with the barrel extension, which I guess improves the seal. This thing is really hefty and it looks really cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to install it real quickly. I'm just going to take apart the Retaliator off camera because you guys should all know how to take apart a blaster. But yeah, so this is going to be really cool and I can't wait to try it out. Woo! Alright guys, so once you have the blaster open, I've removed the spring. Everything else is still in place. You can just push the breech assembly back so it's just out of the way. And there are these two screws right here that you want to unscrew. Make sure you keep track of. Unscrew them and take out the whole front of the barrel here. You're going to be taking out the dart tooth as well because you won't be needing it. I would recommend holding on to it because if you're like me and you're going to be playing outside a lot, you're going to want an orange barrel. Part of me is thinking about actually painting this orange so I could keep the sealed breech depending on how well it functions. But then basically this is just going to drop in right here, and you're going to screw it back in. But before I do that, I wanted to address one of the concerns. There are these arms in here that swing back and forth, and they're basically the substitute for a dart tooth because it really takes some pressure to push them around. So, but Orange Modworks was running into a little bit of trouble with these slots right there with them catching on the slots. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grease them up off camera real quick, and because I can't find my grease at the moment. And then after that, I'm just going to show you how to install it. Alright guys, so I've applied grease to the little slots right there, and I'm just going to place this in the blaster and then take the screws and screw it in. I'm going to leave the orange retention piece for the dart tooth in place just so I don't, have another piece to try and keep track of. Easier to find it when it's already in the blaster. So there's that. And after you screw that in place, you're all done with that part. Just to show you how it functions, I'll bring this part forward, slides in, and comes to a complete rest inside of it, which is awesome. This is going to be very cool. It seems pretty difficult though, probably just because there's only one half of it attached to the bolt sled right now, so that makes things a little bit more difficult. But once it's together, it should slide together smoothly. The other thing I'm going to do real quick is take out the 7 kilogram spring and install that. And it came with these like orange and black stickers, which is oh, there's a silver one as well. Would you look at that? That's really cool. I really like the gold and black. I like that. It's a neat color scheme. It looks very snazzy. So yeah. Just to be clear, I do not have the forward prime lock installed on mine because mine was a weird size and it didn't fit and all that. But I actually like not having the forward prime lock on because it makes it easier to not have to dry fire. You can barrel load with the Retaliator, but I'd rather, just have my options open in that instance. And I'm curious to see how well this 7 kilogram spring performs, and we will soon find out. But that's all you basically need to do. I have all the locks removed in mine. That's basically all you need to do internally. The rest is external, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the blaster back together and show you how to attach the barrel extension and give it a test run. Alright guys, so now that the blaster is fully back together, all that's left to do is attach the barrel extension. And there are these two kind of things that stick out, and you just line them up with slots on the inside of the barrel, and you just rotate it and spin it until it tightens all the way. And that is all you really have to do. I will say I don't really like the difference in color between the barrel extension and the other parts of the blaster. I don't. It's like a grayish black, and it doesn't really match, especially with my paint job. But I mean, I'm honestly looking much more for form, or for function over form, excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to my normal camera now and give you a firing test. Everything's put together, I'm all set to go, I'm ready to do a firing test. And the thing that I will say is I primed it just to try it out, and we fired a couple test shots off camera. This thing hurts at point blank range. I do not recommend you aim at anyone's face when you're using this. I do not recommend shooting anyone up close. There are welts on my back, and it felt like I was getting pelted by golf balls. So if you're not a hardcore nerfer, and you're not nerfing with hardcore nerfers, don't use this that much. I might actually switch back to the 5 kilogram because the 7 kil is just way too strong. It's ridiculously powerful, and the first time I tried priming it, I actually almost double loaded because I didn't catch, and it slid forward. So you really have to be a little bit forceful with it. So just to give you a taste of its power, I'm going to do 3 shots with the barrel extension on, and then I'm going to do 3 with it off. The prime forward is very smooth, and it sounds vicious, and it feels vicious to get hit with at close range. I am going to be using this for only long range stuff. I'm not going to be shooting anyone up close with this because people are going to hate me if I shoot them. And God, that sound is just insane. One more shot with the barrel on, and we have a misfire. It poked out of the barrel a little bit. That was cute. That might be due to this being a kind of messed up dart. So make sure you're using good darts when you use this as well, because it will affect the performance of the blaster. I'm going to do 3 shots now with it off, and you'll hear the difference in sound. And you can actually hear, I don't know if you can hear through I don't know if the camera picks it up, but there's actually a ringing from inside the blaster. There's parts reverberating. And just the power you get from without the barrel extension on is ridiculous. And actually, it stung more without the barrel on. With the barrel on, it felt like getting hit by a golf ball, but it stung much more with the barrel off. Last shot, I believe. It just sounds insane. I'm really happy with this. I mean, I love a powerful blaster. I just love it. I mean, I think it's really, really cool. So, yeah, this is my review of the final Stage 3 kit for the Retaliator from Orange Modworks. I highly recommend it. You can check out their products in a link in the description below. I highly, highly recommend them. They've got a nice forum that's really nice. Get involved with that as well. It's a nice community. And they've got more stuff in the works. They're always coming out with new stuff, and honestly, they really brought their A game with this. I have all 3 kits installed. You can buy the kits down below. I'll give you links and stuff. Also, check out my Facebook page so you can stay up to date on stuff that's going on with me, if you really care. I mean, if you don't care, okay. Why are you subscribed? But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, mod at your own risk. Modding can potentially damage the internals of the blaster, so do so with that in mind. I'm not responsible for anyone getting hurt, for anyone damaging their blasters, for any of that stuff. It's your own fault. Don't blame me. I'm not responsible. Do your research. Don't scapegoat me. So yeah, this is really cool. I'm really impressed with it, and I look forward to using it. Stay tuned for more stuff from me.